What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to today's episode of Solutions. I'm Cam.
I'm Jay Villa.
And on today, we're going to be discussing key motivation, like what motivates us, in addition to really paying attention to the signs. Something I honestly should have did from an earlier age. So with that being said, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and enjoy the video. So speaking of motivation, I was talking to a lead agent and investor with Kelly Williams, and he was showing me a video with like David Goggins and some other motivational people, let's just say social media influencers. I'm watching the video and I'm thinking like people really watch motivational content. So in my eyes, I'm like, why not share with other people what actually helps motivate me and, get his insight on it as well. So as he was showing it to me, I'm thinking in the back of my mind, like, well, first, what motivates you, like, in what y'all do with, I ain't gonna lie, it's ministry. Y'all having that family, they got a family business. Like, as a black family, to have a family company, you light years ahead. You know what I'm saying? That's Black Project 2025, bro. So what would you say is your motivation?
My motivation is just, like I will say, when it comes to the family business, it's named after my grandmother, who was very near and dear to my heart. So that alone, just to make sure her legacy is leaving a positive impact on people, that right there is like a lot of motivation. And to know that we have something that can be passed down from generation to generation, that's a lot of motivation right there as far as the pre-college things that I do. Like with the family business, everything else is just, I'm self-motivated. I'm just like, this year, got to make it happen. Must make stuff happen, man.
Nah, that's facts. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to you. He has been showing up, like, off camp, bro, real talk, like, no exaggeration. He has been showing up, bro. Like, the stuff that we need to work on, like, he been executing. And for y'all out there that's, like, working on something, whether you working a job and you using your money working towards something, or you working for a promotion, like, keep going and really assess being intentional. Like, you can work hard and not make progress, but you can work smart and collaborate and leverage mentors, ask questions, and get that much, like, I don't know the word. Like, you'll make a lot more progress being intentional in how you conduct yourself. So, bro, like them, you could be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna work hard. You steady getting promotions, which is cool, but you never sit down and you think like, man, what is my true motivation? Because you have, I ain't gonna say a lot, but let's say like affluent people that they really just be doing whatever. Mm-hmm. They do what they see everybody else doing. People coming up do the same thing because they idolizing these people with money, but you have to honestly be true to self. And when I say motivation, I was speaking to a young man. He was working, and I told him, I was like, check it out. And I was like, do you like what you do? He was like, man, I've been here for 2 years and I don't like it. He was like, I don't like working here. And I was like, man, basically told him, bro, reach out to the Chicago Urban League. They got black leadership, black people on their teams. The Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation, they have like real business owners offering complimentary business consulting because it's a nonprofit on 45th in Michigan. So he was like, man, I want to basically be an automotive technician, or I want to go into that industry. He was like electrical technician. In my mind, I'm like, man, like, bro, focus on that. Like, this job, if you've been here for 2 years and it's not like you working to stack so much money to invest in a certain asset, like maybe buy your first building with your FHA eligibility, like, if you're not working towards nothing, like, that's what your plan should be set up on. And even then, you really have to look deeper than that, like, why be an automotive technician, or why electrical technician? Like, for me, it's really about the black community, and it's really about me showing our people and other people that we're much greater. Wouldn't you agree that black people are greater than where we are right now as a people, as far as our communities, as far as family structures, as far as where we stand financially? What do you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, we are a lot stronger than what we were in the past. Like, we're not our grandfathers and great grandfathers. We definitely are a lot smarter, more educated. That's what you was leaning towards, right?
So, honestly, I'm glad you shared that because that's almost a different perspective. I feel like, number one, we up north. I feel like down south, the family structure's always been more tight knit. But with the emergence of these younger parents and we'll just say technology and everybody being a follower, like I shared, we leverage technology for the wrong reasons. And the main thing is you really can't idolize material possessions, which sounds, oh, you hear that all the time from older people, or you may hear from people that don't have it, whatever. But what it comes down to is your why has to be stronger than that. Because, like, say you become a multimillionaire and now you like, dang, like, what's next? Or say you do say you do like a 7-8 figure exit on the company that you scaled because you like, oh, watch motivational videos, get up, hammer it, make more money, whatever. Now you set, what now? So that's showing you like it's about purpose. Your motivation should be tied to either things that are intangible or things that actually hold sentimental value. Your motivation should be building a legacy for your children. And with that means that you have to have a goal. Like, my goal is to build and rebuild the Black community inside out through Christ who strengthens us. You know what I'm saying? Provides for us the whole 9 yards. Like, my people perish for a lack of knowledge, like sharing knowledge. That's why I have to be a business owner, because I have to, this is what I did, you can do it too, and this is how I'm gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean when I say motivation. And when you talk about the older generation, honestly, down south or not, the families, well, I can't even say that. I feel like that really is a down south thing because, bro, our people, the dads was not there. So that really is a down south thing with big families, tight knit, like a tight knit structure, dinner at 5:30. You know what I'm saying? The mom at the crib, dad working, like that almost is a down south thing. So
a southern thing. I mean, it's both ways as well. I mean, you get that up here. Like, I know plenty of families, that have that family structure, I go hang out at my friend's house. Hey, y'all get out the pool, come in and eat. Like, it's family time. Dad grilling, mom in the kitchen preparing like the vegetables and stuff like that. Is, it's up here. I mean, I would say, I don't know, I'm not down south, so I don't know how much more prevalent it really is. But it does have like a southern feel to it when you think about, the Black family and things like that. Yeah. But I would say, I mean, it's up here too. It's here,
okay.
Yeah.
Like, I told y'all previously, I was exposed to that with my dad for through 4 months to a year. I don't remember how long it was, but that was huge for me. Like, just seeing that and, bro, like being in different settings, just being in different household structures. It was cool. I ain't gonna lie, and it showed me like almost having multiple childhoods, so almost having different perspectives. Like, now looking back, like, I was talking to God earlier today. I'm like, bro, I have never seen my parents like together and like just cool, like just laughing, talking, enjoying one another's. Like, I literally can't. I don't have a memory of that. Like, I can't even envision my parents talking to each other, like, you know what I'm saying? Unless we at the gas station on 95th doing the swap, cause it's dad weekend. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's huge. And when I was saying like pay attention to the signs, like when I was younger, I was focused on straight sports. You was into sports as well, but your path is different from mine. Like, when I came back, I always tell people when they ask about me, they're like, oh yeah, you believe in God and that? I'm like, it went from religion to relationship when I came back from Southern, my freshman year. Southern University in Baton Rouge. HBCU, totally different. I ain't gonna lie, like, the best female I ever met, she from down south. She from Mississippi. I'm bro. I ain't gonna lie, y'all is not messing with No, but I'm off that. Bro, like, really pay attention to the signs. Cause now looking back, I see how basketball taught me leadership. It taught me networking because I had to transfer. It taught me you working hard doesn't necessarily like equate to progress. Progress is like for all my athletes out there, if you gonna play football, you know you're gonna have to do footwork drills. You can't just do 10-mile runs every day and expect to be a better football player. You gotta do specific drills. And the drills gotta be curated towards whatever your weaknesses are initially. And then you gotta scrimmage. And then when you scrimmage and you can't play with no regular dudes off the street that could get injured and play like they don't care about like all of that. Like you gotta be intentional. It definitely taught me intentionality. And just exercise in general is good for you. Like I think they was like it improves your cognitive function. Like it literally, bro, exercises, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, bro, had I noticed that coming up, I probably would have started a business in high school. Cause if you selling anything in high school, you're selling. They're buying. Like especially you selling snacks, like they're buying. So had I been thinking like that, like it would have set me up faster as far as leaving a legacy for our children. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, bro.
You still got time.
Bro.
As I tell him,
I'm 21. Bro.
21.
Nah, that's facts.
Got time. It's coming. Your time is coming.
Bro. Like, I don't know if I wasn't paying attention to the signs or if they just weren't really showing up in my life prior to leaving my HBCU. Like, when I came back, I'd be reading the word. Like, I was at a community college after I came back from Southern. It was this girl named Delilah. I was considering talking to her. I'm like, this was like 2022, probably like fall semester 2022. I'm like cool, bro. I started reading the book of I forgot what book it is, but the story of Samson and Delilah, and how in my locks. You remember me as a guard in high school. I had a scruffy hair, bro. I had an afro that did not grow because I did not hydrate my hair at all. Literally, my senior year, my locks started growing, and it was almost symbolic. It is symbolic. I ain't gonna lie, because my senior year is when I started to transition as an individual. Like going to Southern, I was living on my own, but I was realizing like, bro, this is hell. In my mind, I'm thinking like, bro, everybody's sleeping with everybody. And then it was literally hot, which really ain't that much of a problem. But me coming from up north, like it was rough for me, I ain't gonna lie. So I'm like, bro, this is not it. Like, it was literally a female. She was trying to sneak a varsity jacket to another dude that she was talking to, and she got caught by another dude. Bro, y'all not gonna know who Kim is. Kim. Her name is Kim. Bro. Kim is going to this party to get his jacket back.
You talking about Kim? I don't know Kim.
No, dude, I'm like, bro, y'all not gonna know who she is. Bro, she get caught by another dude that she talking to trying to sneak a jacket to another dude that she talking to. And when I found out about it, first of all, I'm on the game, I'm on Destiny. I'm like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Destiny 2 with the DLC, that was me. Like when I say BU, bro, like I was on all that. Like sci-fi, that's me, BU, bro. She called me. Chris and Jay was with them. This was, I ain't gonna disclose all of that, but it was 2 friend groups basically. Chris and Jay in the car with her. She called me, I'm not answering. I'm like, I'll get back to the game. Jay called me, I answered instantly, because that's my boy. So, bro, Jay started talking. Kim instantly grabbed the phone. I hung up. Bro, so they texted me like, yeah, she trying to make something shake. I'm like, bro, I don't want to sleep with you. Like, bro, I have principles. I have values. Even before I really knew who God was for myself, I have values, bro. Like, I'm not finna come sleep with you just because you say I can have it just because you got caught up. Like, do I look like a goofy to you? Like, literally, they probably don't even know what that means down here, but goofy is self-explanatory. Yeah. And I'm not one of them. Bro, like, literally, I told her, I'm like, bro, no. Like, it was... That's funny, bro, but... Bro, I really started to see the signs when I came back. So, do you feel like God was speaking to you from an early age, like with your ministry, all that? Like,
God been speaking to me. I remember one time I was prophesied on. So I've always prophesied it. I made a word up. You know, you can prophesy. Somebody prophesies on you, so I was prophesied it on. So I played football all the way up through college. That's what I played for college and all that stuff. But I was also the president of the gospel choir. Okay. I was also the president of the gospel choir. And so one of our events, we were at a church out here in Chicago, actually in Hazel Crest. And this one guy was prophesying to me and was really telling me stuff that I only knew. Like, I ain't share this with nobody. I'm like, I ain't told nobody this. But I was just like, wow, it was actually something I needed to hear too, because it was with kind of about some people that I was hanging around and somebody I was dating that flat out said, I didn't ever disclose to him that I was dating such and such. I was told to stop dating that person, like ASAP. And it's, that can go into a whole nother episode. But yeah, she was trying to catch me up. Trying to catch me up. Like,
Harvey World?
Not from Harvey, she was from Milwaukee. This was college.
Conquistador, bro?
No.
You was like that.
African in America. Yeah. Trying to catch me up. I mean, I could literally look through the hole in the condom. I could.
Tough. No,
I was like, you think I'm that stupid? But anyway, God do be speaking. God even like as of now, like the end of 2024, really like said some things to me and opened my eyes to some things and some people. And I see things in people, some of my family, things that I don't like. But that's just who it is, just who they gonna be, this, that, and the third. But I'm just like, wow, like, so now I'm really trying to process how to navigate around certain things and certain people when you have characteristics that are not gonna help me succeed, or you have characteristics that can bring out something or somebody in me that I don't want to be. And so I'm definitely, God's been speaking to me a lot on maturity, knowing when to speak. My ignore game, bro. You could literally be sitting right here talking to me, but if you talking some bullshit, oh, you saying something to me? Like, I ignore the hell out of people now. Like, I really feel like that's something I've really, really been blessed with, because I can flip off. Like, I can go off the rail. I can crash out. That's the term people use now. I can crash out right now. I mean, like, just in life. But I've learned to ignore the hell out of stuff. Like, ignore people.
Yeah, I definitely feel like, especially you feel like you're in an environment where you aren't really stimulated. That's one thing that that holds a lot of value for me, as far as me and my wife, is, do you stimulate me mentally? Like, y'all heard I be watching like sci-fi, like Tron is my favorite movie ever. The OG one that came out in like the 80s, 90s too, I haven't seen it. Like, that type of stuff is yes, bro.
You watch something from the 1900s?
I mean, yeah, I've seen a few movies from the 90s. Yeah, like, I gotta be stimulated. So if you feel like you're in an environment where you're not really having those types of growth-minded this is fine. I had a conversation with God about this earlier today too. Like, you have to be around people that you can have growth-minded conversations with. Like, you have to surround yourself with people that are either in a position that you want to be in a position that you can collaborate in a position where you can collaborate with them. Like, that makes a world of a difference. Because you talking to people and all they talking about is other people, you either going to indulge or it's going to become a part of your personality, even if you just being quiet. Like, you literally need to surround yourself. I don't have the statistics, bro. She literally was like, when you put the low performers within certain proximity of the high performers, they bring the high performers down. It's crazy. I gotta pull that video up. Bro, like, next time you around people that you like be with every day or often, bro, listen to the conversation. Like, what are they talking about and what is the objective of the conversation? That's one thing that God's been working on me with as well. Like, why are we talking about this? Like, if we're gonna talk about so-and-so relationship, why are we mentioning it? Are we going to bring solutions to them, or do we not want them to know that we're talking about that relationship? if we don't want them to know that we talking about them, then we shouldn't be talking about them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, that when we got family gatherings, like, bro, we should come together and talk about how we leaving a legacy for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, we coming together talking about work and all this. Like, that's cool, but what are we doing to make sure that our kids are having better than we had, and that our kids can walk in ministry? Because the companies we work for, the owners, they did what they wanted to do, not what somebody else told them to do. You know what I'm saying? Like when that dude I was talking about earlier that wanted to be an automotive technician, the manager was trying to tell him to move on. I'm like, bro, I didn't even acknowledge her. I just kept talking to him. And as he was walking away, because she told him to get back to work like 3 times, I'm like, bro, you have a purpose. Don't let nobody distract you from that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she was a monitoring spirit or what. But in my mind, I'm like, hell no, you're not finna stop me from pouring into this young man who could potentially go and walk in his ministry. Even if you're not a business owner, you walking in your ministry and walking in your purpose, you have no idea what that could turn into. Literally. You may start a nonprofit that ends up helping kids go through, you know what I'm saying, a college program, help kids go to out of the country. Them kids probably wouldn't even seen a passport until after they graduated, if they would have even gone to the school, you know what I'm saying, having not gone through their program. Like, that type of stuff. When you think long term, that's when you can think like, okay, I'm gonna let them finish their conversation, because that could change their life. That could change my kids' lives. Bro. Oh, bro. Shout out to y'all, bro. That's dope. Like, thinking about it now, like, bro, I was stuck in Puerto.
Yeah, we were stuck in Puerto Rico.
I was an athlete, and that's one thing that I wish that, like we talking about paying attention to the signs. That's one thing that I do wish that I would have been in tune with, like, just the opportunity and being at a high school. It don't matter what kind of business you're running. If your clientele is high school students and you a high school student, don't let you be an athlete. You selling out every week. Don't let you know what I'm saying? Like, they like, man, we finna go to LA, we finna go to New York, we finna go to Puerto Rico, get stuck in Puerto Rico because of the IT outage. Bro, you stuck in Puerto Rico. If that ain't a blessing, I don't know what. You know what I'm saying? It was a blessing for the kids. I don't know how he feels about it, but bro, literally, like, that's a part of paying attention to the signs, bro.
Yeah, you didn't pay attention.
Nah. I was like, bro, if I could go back in time, I probably would go through a business program. Like go into like private equity. Like as I was in school, I was going for architectural engineering just because I like the structure of buildings. Those was my literal words, knowing I was going to school trying to play basketball. But God had other plans. So going into that, talk about surrounding yourself with the right people. Oh, bro. Literally, bro. You said you was a major in sports medicine, so do you feel like you took advantage of your resources when you were at Whitewater?
Yeah. I would say, yeah, I did, because I was connected with the chancellor.
Oh, bro.
Chancellor pretty much gave me whatever I wanted. Extra tickets to graduation, all that stuff. He looked out for the football players. We've been over to Chancellor's house to eat. Like, him and his wife, they would have us over to eat, like the football team, like, and we were both D linemen. And so I remember one time the D lineman, we went over there and we work your connections. I was like, hey, do you think that we can have a room? Because we had a big clientele. Like, we had other football players, basketball team, volleyball team, track player, like wrestlers. Like, we had a good clientele, which kind of, I don't want to say it stepped on people's toes. I can look at it now being older. It's like, okay, because you got the people that are there and hired for that. And then you got the people like, hey, I'm going to Jay and Ant. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they hooked me up. So, yeah, I used my resources then. But then I did see, like, with my degree, like, what I wanted to do. And even, I mean, still have an opportunity if I wanted to, maybe, I don't know. I wanted to work with a professional team as far as like with sports medicine, you know, doing that. So like you get hurt, I diagnose you with this, but I would have to have my doctorate and I wasn't trying to do all of that. So that's why I do, you know, I do that. I do it on the side. I do it freelance. You make more money that way. And yeah, I drove myself like I don't really have to answer to nobody. So I just do that part freelance on the side. So that's why when you hear me say I got a client, that's what I'm doing.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, we probably gotta collaborate later. Cause bro, me and we gonna talk, bro. Cause it sounds like it's alignment, bro. Really. Because like with Chris and the roomies, we was talking about like for the Dipper, he wanted to do interviews. Now, me personally, I've been disconnected from sports. Even when I was playing basketball, the only thing I was watching was basketball. I never really watched football like that. So as far as interviewing them, asking them questions, and even having conversations about what's going on currently in the sports world, I felt a little, you know what I'm saying, what they say, handicap. I didn't feel like, prepared for that conversation, basically. I didn't have no knowledge of the space. I rebuked it over my life. Woo! But, bro, yes, like, I feel like my ministry is more of bringing finance to that because, like Armando, I probably mentioned this in the video before, Armando Bacot, with his NIL contract, he bought a hotel. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look up the statistics, you got less than a 1% chance of going pro. We're talking about basketball specifically because we didn't pro.
Football the same way.
Like, in football, is your career is shorter because it's so much contact. Literally, you got less than 1% chance of going pro, and then you have over a 65% chance of going broke 3 years after retirement. So you statistically less likely to get there, and then statistically more likely to go broke after retirement. Yet this is what we have our kids focus on from a little age. It's good for you, cognitive function, all of that, but my thing is focus on monetizing the value that you provide. Focus on monetizing your brand. If you have a true passion that either goes hand in hand with basketball or even more, whatever, like something a skill that you see, you make gourmet noodles. We talked about this. Like you see you could cook, like take advantage of it. Like Shaq, like right now, Shaq's sitting on businesses. Like he's sitting on a business, like literally look up Shaquille O'Neal business portfolio. We know him from sitting on ESPN yapping, talking as a reporter. Like like what are they doing with their capital? Like they're investing. Like LeBron is a billionaire, not because of his contracts, but because of his business portfolio.
Yeah, I like LeBron off the court.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my ministry. Chris and them, they focus on sports, whatever. I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't care less about sports. I know what's good for you, kid. My kids do it, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But ministry, finances, like invest. Because that's the difference between you being, like I said, Luka, and you being Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban is a billionaire, a multi-billionaire. Multi-billion-dollar exits, the whole 9 yards. That's generational wealth. That's what I mean when I say be intentional. That's what I mean when I say pay attention to the signs, because had I started this path at an earlier age, I probably would be further ahead than I am. Even though I'm 21, you see it nowadays, like the young, I'm saying young, like 16, 17, especially like e-commerce, anything online, anything like curated towards females, bro. If you sell beauty supply, you're eating. If you sell wig, you're eating. Like there was this female, she was like the highest quality wig she ever had was off of Amazon. Amazon, they got FBA, which is fulfilled by Amazon. You could sell your wigs on Amazon, fulfilled by Amazon. Or just list on their page and let it be fulfilled, FBM, fulfilled by manufacturers. So you fulfilling the orders, but you listed on their platform, which is where all the traffic, like, come on, eating. Had I had this mentality earlier, I'd be just like them. Oh, bro. So that's what I mean when I say
started. Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
I'm about to with that said, bro, you can do it. Whatever it is that you're working towards, you can do it. Like it's real. Don't tell yourself I live in a real world. Skyscrapers is real. Whatever business you want to go into is real. Whatever liabilities you want is real. It's all real. Like literally, if you see somebody else doing it, you can as well. Just learn what they did or who they connected with and do your part. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and have a blessed day.